Firdaus Prime Residence. Երևանի նոր կենտրոնը.
Dear colleagues, welcome. The Center for Truth and Justice is honored to hold this press conference with the renowned legal international expert Luis Okampo and USA California Honored Supreme Court Judge Garcia Abgardian. Thank you for being here. Let me set the rules from the outset. I will ask a question, I will address a question to each of our speakers, and then everyone will have the opportunity to ask a question by raising a hand. You also have the right to a follow-up question. The press conference will last till 6:10 or 6:15. Then Mr. Ocampo has a very short interview with the public radio, and then he will need to head for another meeting. So, Mr. Ocampo, thank you for being here. The first question to you. Within 2 weeks, we're expecting to see COP29 held in Baku. The prisoners of war, political prisoners of Armenian origin are also held in Baku. What is your message to the advisors and decision makers of COP29?
Well, it will 2 months, in November, there will be a meeting in Baku, and it's crucial.
Wait, you need to use the microphone.
In November, there will be a meeting in Baku, November 12th, and it is crucial that at this conference, the issue of the Armenian hostages in Baku prisons cannot be ignored. I hope they are released before. If they are still there, they should be part of the conversation. If the people in jail are ignored, and Nagorno-Karabakh genocide is ignored, that is gone. And be clear, the next is Armenia. So, helping to free the hostage is about avoiding Nagorno-Karabakh genocide, protecting Nagorno-Karabakh, and protecting Nagorno-Karabakh is protecting Armenia. The three issues are, for us, from outside, totally connected. We understand national authorities have different roles, but we would like to help all the Armenians to protect the Armenian hostages, Nagorno-Karabakh, and Armenia itself. And I call them hostages and no prisoners of war because they are not prisoners of war. Armenia made a negotiation, and Armenia got the release of the prisoners of war when Armenia accepted the COP29. That was the way that they will release it. Now, those in jail they were not involved in any war. They were just Artsakh leaders. And it's sad, but it's similar to what happened in 1915. The first measure of Turkish genocide in 1915 was to incarcerate Armenian leaders, to destroy the leadership. And that's what they did in Nagorno-Karabakh. And that's why what happened in Nagorno-Karabakh, that was a genocide, could not be ignored. Could be in the agenda, should be part of the discussions in Baku meeting. If not, Nagorno-Karabakh will interfere.
Thank you. Judge Abgardian, the same question I would like to address to you. We have hostages in Baku prisons. COP29 will soon be held there. What is your message to the advisors and decision makers of COP29?
There's hostages in the dungeons of Azerbaijan. Prison is too good a term. The Center for Truth and Justice has been collecting evidence, testimonial evidence, that we have direct evidence that shows the type of torture that Armenians who have been in custody in Azerbaijan in the dungeons have suffered. So I can imagine what is happening to those who are still in the dungeons. It's not a message. Center for Truth and Justice has brought people to the table like Luis Oqampó, as well as many others. As you know, we've had a big conference. The whole purpose is to bring the names of non-Armenians to the table that are going to be on the right side of history. And we have been writing to, the leadership of COP29 in Azerbaijan. Demanding the release of hostages because you also have to knock on their doors. They must know what our demands are. We've also been writing to numerous members of COP29, the non-Azerbaijani leadership, and pointing out the abhorrent policies of Azerbaijan when it comes to human rights and due process. So the message is very clear, and it's one that needs to be continually done. We don't have any disillusions about the fact that we're going to be able to secure the release of the hostages. It's a political issue. We all understand that. It needs to be a part of every step of the negotiations for the peace process. Regardless of whether it's being done bilaterally between two governments or it's being done with the mediation of
ու կապ չունի դա արվում է այլ պետությունների կառավարությունների աջակցությամբ թե ոչ որտեղ մենք գիտենք որ
Therefore, we work multilaterally. Countries like France,
Ֆրանսիայի կառավարության հետ Եվրամիջոցի երկրների միացյալ նահանգների բոլոր այդտեղ ստանձնել այսինքն աղմուկ բարձրացնելու նատակ մենք հետապնդում բոլոր հնարավոր տեսանկյուններից որպեսզի վստահենք որ առաջին հերթին այս մարդիկ մոռացված չեն Ադրբեջանի այս բանտերում լքված մարդիկ մոռացված չեն մեր կողմից մոռացված չեն միջազգային համայնքի կողմից դա է ուղերձը Ուղերձը շատ հստակ է ազատեք հայ պատանդներին դադարեցրեք ցեղասպանությունը վերջակետ Շնորհակալություն Շնորհակալություն հարգարժան գործընկերներ շարժում կարող լսել ձեր հարցերը
Yes, please.
Introduce yourself. Լրատվամիջոցը որը ներկայացնում եք նույնպես միկրոֆոնով